And for the first time in quite a long time, we're coming back to the studios to find out how this place looks in the day. I brought my travel companion with me to make sure that everything is on the up and up. There's a lot of stuff that's happening right now that doesn't involve Halloween Horror Nights. So let's take a dig in and see what's happening at Universal. So before we actually get started in the park, I do want to give just a little hint of advice. If you get here at rope drop, usually that's when the lines at the front gate are the longest. So your best bet, a lot of people don't know this because they're kind of hidden behind those box offices there in the front. If you head all the way around to the side, which facing the gate, if you go all the way to the right and around those box offices, those lines on the end are generally a lot shorter because people don't see them right off the bat. We're gonna go enjoy what the park has to offer, but first, breakfast time.
Let's do all the things that you want to do.
And right when we walk into the park, we notice that the Super Nintendo store is closed. I don't know if they're remodeling it for the holidays or what, but boards are up. There ain't no way in, both sides. Keep out, everybody else.
Good luck, everybody else!
It's also good to know that even though it does look like it's kind of crowded and there's a lot of people up at the front gate, just remember that's everybody that's coming into the park and they're all up at the front gate. Now that they're in the park, everybody's kind of separated and the park is much bigger than the front gate is. So you get a lot of this, a lot of empty streets because everybody's kind of spread out now doing their own thing. And if you're lucky to wander around in the empty streets, you can see Frank and Bob wiping his feet off before heading out of here. And the Parisian streets give off a familiar essence of what once was the evenings with Los Luchadores. In the daytime, though, it's a little different. A little bit of a different vibe. Seems like most people are heading down to the lower lot to get their jollies off on the Mummy and Jurassic World and, of course, Mario Kart. But we have different plans. We're going to head to the studio tour because we haven't done that during the day in quite some time. And to be honest, she said she missed it. So, the biggest news with the tram tour is that Jaws is down, undergoing its refurbishment. She said that they do it every year. This is the first time I've seen that lake actually fully drained. And it's pretty cool to see. Obviously, Bruce isn't there, or what do they call him? Carrot Tooth, I think is what they call him. He's not in the tank, so he's obviously off getting refurbed too. Just general refurbishment that they're undergoing. It's probably going to be back up in a month or so. Still not letting us up where they have the original Fast and Furious exhibit, where they have all the picture cars and things like that. The picture cars are now down next to the Bates Motel, which I'm assuming is going to be its permanent spot now. So if they're there while they work on whatever's going on up in front of Jurassic Park where the original picture car spot was going to be, and they're taking a very long time to do whatever it is they're doing up there, what's actually happening up on that mountain? Is that going to be like a whole Jurassic World, Jurassic Park experience up there? Because I'm not going to lie, that would be pretty sweet. Other than that, it's kind of funny to see them still do the 60th anniversary presentations on the video screen, even though they don't have any of the 60th anniversary stuff going, like the DeLorean in the park circle or anything like that. That being said, we've got a magical world we need to explore where hopefully it's a little cooler in there than it is outside right now in the mean streets of Los Angeles. So let's go on an adventure.
I'm going on an adventure!
So I wanted to give it about an hour or so before I actually said anything, but mark it on your calendars. October 1st, still an extension of summer vacation for a lot of people, because there's a lot of people in the park today for it being a random Tuesday in the beginning of what's supposed to be the off season. Maybe there is no off season anymore. Maybe Universal is just the new Disney.
We do not speak his name.
Man, it's starting to get a little warm out here. This section could really use some shade. Maybe get some shade in the lower lot. What do you say, Harley? Let's go down there and check it out and see.
You sure about that?
And he put on the gray sweatshirt.
You believe they just let dinosaurs roam free down here? I don't know if that's safe or not. I don't care if it's blue or if it's a wild velociraptor. It's actually not so bad down here right now. I thought it was going to be a lot worse looking from up top, but there's plenty of room to actually move around, even if you go down. I know it looks a little weird going down Transformers Lane there, but the ride times are a little long. Jurassic World is 45. I think the Mummy's 45 as well. And it looks like Transformers is 35. But that's normal for, I guess, a not dead day, but kind of a busy day. Like I said, it is kind of a busy day today, so I guess this is where a majority of the people are spending their time. I came over here for the fans, but I found a giant drain pipe that's kind of piquing my interest. What do you say, Harley? Should we go in there and see what's on the other side? Super!
Super. Take care now.
Bye-bye then.
Oh, it's a whole 8-bit party back here, baby. Look, there's mushrooms and other psychedelic creatures, princesses and little mushroom men, and plants that have sharp teeth and look like they want to eat us. You know, the further we come back here, I'm realizing that this is probably hazardous to our health, and we should probably get out of here quick before we get into trouble.
Harley, back to civilization.
You know, the more I go in there, the more I realize that I get that it's just, you know, it's supposed to be like a video game area, so there's a lot of little interactive points and things to play games if you buy the little watch, the little wristwatch thing. I really wish there was more back there besides Toadstool Cafe. Toadstool Cafe's good, but I don't know, Bowser's Challenge is kind of meh, and the rest of the land is just kind of hot and overcrowded all the time. I'd love for something new there to make it worth going down there all the time.
That's why no one will remember your name.
And just as quickly as we came down, we're gonna head right back up because we've got some Hollywood drift we gotta talk about, among other things. It's always good to see some monsters aren't afraid of the sun. Isn't that right, little monster? Jeez, 2026, huh? They got this projected still for 2026. It's been a while since we've seen this thing actually in the daylight, and man, every time we come, it seems that there's just more and more going. The track over coming in and out of the queuing section, the show building, the ride show building, is showing it's taking shape and it's starting to show how swoopy it is.
Is that a technical term?
Yes. Also, it looks like, is it going to be? I don't know roller coasters. Again, I don't know. Are those brakes or are those magnets that are going to actually propel your ride vehicle off? Either way, man, if that's the beginning of the ride there, that's gonna be sweet. There's still a lot of these uprights that need to be built though, because you can see they're still building a lot of the structures that are holding them, the base structures. They're still building a lot of them in the ground, and they have a long way to go as far as going out this way to the other side. So they haven't even started on that home stretch yet. They're still just kind of laying the groundwork there while they finish up here. But it looks like they're going to be done with this building, so they have something to show next year, and then they'll finish all this stuff throughout 2025. I am so excited to see it's going to be. So cool to see the thing flipping over and under the escalator with the glass ceilings. I can only hope that while you're going over the escalator, that the ride vehicle's upside down so you can like see the people inside. That would be super dope. Anyway, I have something else to say about why, again, I think this is going to be opened in probably the summer of 2026. Also, if you weren't able to get wet and wild during the summer here in silly, super
Fun play, wet, wild playland.
you missed a chance. They shut the water park down for the season, probably opened it back up, it's April of next year or May of next year, something like that. The actual, the swirly is actually down too, so there's really nothing available over here in Super Silly Funland, with the exception of the little playground here at the end, as both of the actual Despicable Me attractions are closed for refurbishment. This is actually the first time I've seen this, but I guess it has to happen to everything, right? But at least the most important attraction in Minions Land is still open, the Minion Cafe.
My favorite. My man.
And just real fast, over at Hollywood and Dine, I want to tell you, they are still serving the 60th anniversary foods that they were serving over the summer. I did have this before, and this, both very good. Yeah, Hollywood and Dine, they still got the good food here from the 60th anniversary tram tour. So
Come get your feet on.
while we're chilling here with the headshots of the cast of Waterworld, I did want to kind of make mention about what I think is happening with Hollywood Drift. And I really think that they're going to expand that land that is right now Springfield and turn that into some sort of Fast and Furious land and kind of engulf the ride in that, have that ride be kind of the tentpole figure of the land itself, and then maybe put another Fast and Furious kind of racer theme ride inside where the Simpsons ride is now. And a lot of people are saying that it's going to be like Minecraft or something. I have to be honest with you, man. I think if you look at the top earners with Universal Studios, Fast and Furious, I mean, there's a reason why they are putting so much stock into this franchise. It's on its 11th movie or 12th movie or something like that, and it doesn't seem to ever really slow down.
See what I did there?
You are one pathetic loser.
And I really think that if Universal's smart, they really kind of go where their bread is buttered and just kind of make that whole back of the park almost like some sort of underground racing area. Now, if you did want to do some sort of Minecraft exhibit, the end of the tram tour is going to be freed up after they open up this other Fast and Furious ride, because I doubt they're going to want to keep that Fast and Furious attraction at the end of the tram ride, since it has zilch good reviews and they're just keeping it there to fill space at this point. Put Minecraft there. Have it be some sort of immersive Minecraft feature at the to end your tram tour. I don't know. It's just a thought, but that's kind of what I think is going on. That's why I think it's going to be opening probably June 2026. And before we made the trek home, we made the trek all the way across CityWalk to Production Central just to see if there's anything in there that they didn't have inside of the normal shops inside the park itself. No, nothing else. I'm sure they have these masks in here somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I haven't really looked that extensively with them. But Production Central's Production Central. And as you can hear from the little one down in the stroller, that is my cue to head back to the car. So until we meet again up on the mountain, here in the studios, or out at the farm, we be catching y'all on that flippity flop.